Good morning and welcome to Confessions of a Cam Model. This morning we're going to talk about cheating and where that line probably is for most women, maybe not all women. Now I know some women have a problem with the baseline, which my opinion is corn. I do not blame any man that watches corn, and I expect that even my husband would be watching corn. Men are visual creatures, and that is something I have a baseline understanding of, maybe because of what I do. So I've always said, like, in my opinion, I think women should be able to accept corn as like a natural reflex, as long as it doesn't go past this line that I'm about to mention. So I've had a client that I adored for years, and they got caught once, and they took off for a little while and disappeared, and then they got caught again years later after proposing to the girl. Now, he did what any smart man does, ran for the hills and said, I gotta go, I can't talk to you anymore. She found out, and this is the second time this has happened in their relationship. Now, I have no idea what's happening now. I can only assume, which is probably pretty regular phone checks, a lot of distrust. And it's what made me feel like this episode needed to be made, was that I don't think a lot of people think about that when they're doing this. The whole time this man knew what he was doing wrong. We were always hiding it. He knew that. I don't want to get caught. I can't ever see this. I'm being careful. Sneaky. Like, you know it's wrong in the first place type shit. And I mean, like, I give a care, really, when it isn't my relationship, isn't my problem. I mean, if he's gonna do it, you know, with me or someone else, it's inevitable. You know, like I said, when a man wants to do something, a man wants to do something. So, you know, like, who am I to be like, no, don't do that? I don't give a care. But I think it's a logical thought to be like, where is the line and what is cheating in this sense? And I think that a lot of women would agree with me when they would say that it becomes cheating the moment you're having a one-on-one interaction. That's why I say, like, corn is fine. But the moment that you're going outside of, like, corn or basic clips, like fetish clips or whatever it may be, you're going into a new realm of personalized interactions when you're on webcam sites, when you're on texting sites, when you're on OF, LF, whatever your jam may be. And that's the thing that I noticed was, like, sometimes guys would come in with the mentality of, well, I'm doing nothing wrong because, you know, this isn't real life. And that's when I have to slightly kind of be like, well, buddy, you're not in the right either, but I also understand your needs. They're not going anywhere, so let's direct them so you don't do something even more stupid. But it is most definitely, in any woman's eyes, cheating. Now, this is where it comes down to, you know, you on your own, you're gonna have to make your decision. But it's a very interesting thing, like, to realize that it's really the personal interactions that I think fuck with women, because they're thinking, oh, you find this person this important, or you really like this person, and you build a relationship with any person you talk to, whether it's online or in person. And so I definitely can, like, see why, like, I've even told my husband, like, that would be the line for me. Like, if you're gonna subscribe to someone, I want to know, like, and we have for research, like, there's been plenty of times where it's been like, hey, this person is doing something similar to you, or this person is really blowing up, do you want to see what she's doing? And it's like a together thing, it's not like a him on his own thing, which makes it like more comfortable. But once again, like, I'm in this industry, I'm a lot more sexualized than most women, so it's easy for me to do that. I really think that if somebody were trying to stay away from cheating, they would probably subscribe and not conversate, because that's another thing, is like the people who conversate are the ones who are building the relationship. And once again, like, I play a lot with this. I really don't care. It's not my life, it's not my choices. Like, I understand that whether it's me or someone else, it's gonna happen, that men are gonna do what they do. But I did think it was a good point that it most definitely is cheating when you're building that one-on-one personal relationship with someone. You may not think about it at first, may not be like a big deal, but that's the thing though, is like, for women, yeah, that would be a big deal. It'd be about the choice, it'd be about feeling second best, it'd be about all kinds of things. So if you're gonna do it, at least be smart. Because that guy, I'm still wondering how his relationship is turning out and how his relationship is, because this is a person I've talked to for probably like 6 years, like 5 or 6 years. And so this is someone I built like a dynamic with. This is someone I built a friendship with. This is someone that like I actually could like be like, this is a person that like one of the 1 in 1,000 type people that I met. And so I'm really been thinking a lot about like, is everything okay? How did it work out? Like, very just all around curious. And so I felt like this video had to be made just so you guys are aware of why women may look at this a little differently, and how there is kind of a line, and once you cross that line, that's kind of where I think women would start saying, you know, you're cheating, you're doing something wrong. I know some do it with corn alone. I'm not that type. I never have been. I will never understand that type. But yeah, definitely. I think that's where the line is if you don't want to cross it. So, with that being said, I think my next video is going to be something a little different, as I want to continue growing. And yes, I have a ton of stories from this, and yes, you may have something pop up every once in a while, but I do want to find a more vanilla path for myself, and I think this may be it. So next week we may be playing with some ASMR or something different, but please still stay tuned. Lots more fun to come. Thank you so much.